We are your home theater and AV questions answered. This is AVRant. Want your home theater or AV question answered by Tom and Rob? Send it to question@avrant.com. Welcome to AVRant. I'm Tom Andry, and I'm here with
Rob H.
Mark. So Mark bought a used JVC X500 projector thanks to our advice. He doesn't have the screen yet, but just projecting on his living room wall, and he and his wife are blown away. The fact that it's motorized zoom, focus, and lens chip allow him to have 3 different screen sizes that he wants, makes it even more exciting. This is the dude that wanted to have, like...
Yeah, he wanted the small image for 16:9, then that same height but wider for 2.35:1 with do-it-yourself masking on his own screen, and then have that same width as 2.35:1, but then make it taller for IMAX. So he wanted the option to have all 3 of those screen sizes. Now he's got this projector that has motorized zoom, focus, and lens shift, and a lot of zoom range and a lot of lens shift range. So he can set up memories for each of those 3 setups, and off he goes.
Yeah. So he's trying to decide between a ceiling mount and a rear shelf mount. He'd find a rear shelf mount to be an easier install, but is there any gigantic benefit to a ceiling mount that would make it worthwhile? No.
Nope.
I mean, with this projector, okay. The problem with this, with a mount on this on a shelf high up, is that sometimes your screen is too low for the projector to shoot it down. You shoot it down that low. I've run into that with some budget projectors, but I am guessing you're not going to have that problem with this.
No, you have 3 picture heights of lens shift in this JVC.
Jeez.
So it can be anywhere in the height of that room.
So that's great. So yeah, I would totally go with the shelf. It's way easier.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing I'd mention is it's quite a deep projector, like from front to back. It's quite a heavy projector, so make sure that rear shelf mount is a sturdy and deep enough shelf mount.
And they're not hard to find, dude. You just want like an L mount. I mean, and with a crossbar, and it'll tell you when you buy them what they're rated for. And it's like, you know, I think the ones I've got are rated for like 150 pounds or something. I could probably do pull-ups on the thing. So, you know.
But the JVCs are nice and quiet, so having it behind you on a shelf, I mean, it won't be dead silent if the rest of your room is dead silent. You might be able to hear the slight whir of the fan, but as soon as anything's playing, you won't notice it. They're nice and quiet. So, rear shelf mount is great there.
All right, he's using 3 SVS Prime bookshelf speakers up front, and since they're rear ported and close to a wall, he put 2-inch thick DIY absorption panels behind them. I guess we're seeing a picture of that.
Yes,
He's happy with the sound right now, but with the projector screen going in, he was thinking of wall mounting or shelf mounting the front 3 speakers instead of using stands. He'd still like to have absorption behind the speakers, though, so how can he accomplish this? Should he build some smaller absorption panels that could simply sit right behind the speakers on the same shelves? He's going to have a... Okay, what is is it going to be acoustically transparent? They're behind it because that's kind of
it's not planning to be an acoustically transparent, as far as I know.
Yeah, dude, why don't you just take a little piece of insulation and just wrap it in that whatever fabric that you did? You know, make a little frame for it, just like it before.
Yeah,
sit it right behind there. I see no problems with that. I mean, you don't all the rest of the absorption that's coming off of that thing is helping you with room reflections. But if really all you want to do is catch that direct back, you know, right behind the speaker thing, you could put a little something back there.
Absolutely.
I mean, could cut a hole in your current one and put a mount in it. I mean, in theory, and do it that way.
I'm not sure how easy. Well, I guess you could use like a hole saw, go right through your existing panel, and then just sew in, you know, to make sure, because I'm sure that fabric stretches a little.
Oh, I'm sure it stretches. You usually stretch it pretty tight over these things. So, I mean, you would have to redesign the panel
You could go with like those VideoSecu side clamping wall mounts that I like quite a bit, because they can support quite a bit of weight. These are the Prime bookshelf speakers. So they're not super heavy, but they're not super light either.
Yeah, they're all right.
So VideoSecu has the side clamping ones, and that gives you the ability to tow them in and tilt them as well, because not all wall mounts give you that ability easily, nor does a static shelf. So yeah, you could do something like that. You could stretch the current fabric, put a hole saw through your existing panel, then put the fabric in, tie it down so that nothing flays out, and then you can put the wall mount right there.
Yeah, if I were you, I would take your existing fabric off, mount it, get it all set up so that you can mount it again. And then, I mean, if you wanted to do it that way, I mean, it's almost more trouble than it's worth, to be honest.
If you just want to put up shelves on the wall and make yourself some new panels that can just go behind the speakers, that will also work fine.
And then put some below it and above it if you want to as well. It doesn't make a difference.
Sure.
Just be just new panels, just new sizes.
Yeah.
Want your question answered? Send it to question@avrant.com. This is AVRant.
Now go out and listen to something.